Nissan has long shown a knack for squeezing every last drop of value from its existing architectures, and nowhere is that more evident than in the relationship between the Frontier pickup and the erstwhile Xterra SUV. Firstly, warm welcome to our World Cars List YouTube channel. Beneath its rugged exterior, the Frontier shares a common spine and many of its underpinnings with the discontinued Xterra, so much so that reviving the outdoorsy SUV might require little more than a fresh body and some new badging. After all, Nissan still builds the robust ladder frame chassis for both the 2026 Frontier and its larger sibling, the Titan. And although production of the Titan is slated to end soon, the factory in Canton, Mississippi, where both trucks roll off the line, could just as easily be repurposed to give the Xterra a second life. In today's off-road landscape, the competition is fiercer than ever. The Ford Bronco has roared back onto trails with undeniable swagger. Toyota has resurrected its Land Cruiser nameplate, and a revamped 4Runner is on the way to further tip the scales. Yet amid these headliners, there remains a void for a vehicle that marries serious go-anywhere chops with a singular personality. The cult following for the FJ Cruiser, another Toyota casualty, underscores how buyers crave character as much as capability. This begs the question, what if Nissan seized the moment and brought the Xterra back into the fray? Though Nissan brass have stayed mum on any official return date, the pieces already exist for a modern Xterra revival. The current Frontier's angular styling and staunch off-road focus could serve as the blueprint. Imagine taking the Frontier's proven platform, tweaking the suspension geometry for more ground clearance, swapping in a bespoke body shell, and reintroducing those signature Xterra cues, like the stepped roof rack that once accommodated kayaks and extra cargo, or the distinctive tailgate bulge that originally doubled as a storage nook for first aid kits and tools. These nostalgic details would instantly distinguish the Xterra from its more generic rivals. Under its hood, a relaunched Xterra would likely ditch the old 4.0-liter V6, once a mainstay for its raw power, in favor of the 3.8-liter V6 borrowed from the 2022 Frontier. Mated to a modern 9-speed automatic, this powertrain not only delivers smooth, responsive thrust but also returns better fuel economy, addressing one of the classic Xterra's chief criticisms. For true off-road enthusiasts, a Pro 4X variant could carry over Frontier's advanced four-wheel drive system, complete with locking rear differential, off-road tires, and heavy-duty skid plates, ensuring the Xterra remains at home on muddy backroads and rocky mountain paths alike. Step inside, and the Xterra's cabin would embody a clever blend of hard-wearing functionality and subtle elegance. Drawing inspiration from the Frontier's more refined interior, the dashboard could feature tactile, easy-to-clean materials ideal for muddy boots, while still offering modern tech comforts like a responsive touchscreen, wireless smartphone integration, and a digital gauge cluster with customizable off-road readouts. Clever storage bins, weatherproof floor mats, and removable cargo liners would underscore the vehicle's go-anywhere ethos without sacrificing daily usability. On the outside, a contemporary Xterra wouldn't simply be a rebadged Frontier. Concept sketches from artists like Abimelech Ariano hint at a bolder face, perhaps a grille reminiscent of the original Xterra's squared-off design, flanked by round LED headlights for a retro-meets-modern vibe. Wheel arches could be beefed up and rock rails seamlessly integrated into the lower body to protect against trail hazards. The stepped roof, long in Xterra hallmark, would return not just for aesthetics but as a practical mounting point for gear-hauling crossbars and high-clearance side steps. From a market perspective, a revived Xterra could slot neatly between the Bronco Sport and the full-size Bronco, appealing to buyers who want more off-road pedigree than a crossover but don't need the bulk of a large SUV. Pricing would likely start in the low to mid $30,000 range, undercutting some rivals while still offering genuine capability. And because Nissan could leverage the existing Frontier production line, economies of scale would keep development and tooling costs down, savings that could be passed on to customers. Ultimately, the Xterra name carries with it a promise of adventure. It conjures memories of weekend overland trips, rooftop tents pitched under starry skies, and impromptu river crossings on remote trails. By marrying that legacy with today's more efficient engines, clever infotainment, and refined interiors, Nissan could reawaken a segment that craves both authenticity and modern convenience. Whether you're a long-time admirer longing for the return